Welcome back to my Legends Expanded Universe chronological timeline rating, where I go through the expanded universe according to my personal timeline order and rank every individual piece of media on a 10-point scale. Today I have a story from the Tales of the Jedi Companion, which is called The Advent of Hyperspace Travel. Though I'm not sure what that has to do with the story itself. This is sort of a weird scenario, that this is a prose fiction, but I'll talk about that in a second. The Advent of Hyperspace Travel is from the Tales of the Jedi Companion, which was written by George R. Strayton and published in 1996. This takes place circa 4,990 BBY. You could put it earlier, you could put it later, doesn't really matter. But I have put it at 4,990 BBY because I think that's where it makes sense to put it the most. It's a short story, and it was put out by West End Games. In this story, there is a man who is named Bedran Veb, and Bedran Veb is babysitting 3 children until their parents return from some trip. It's never said where they are and what they're doing, but this is a trip that the parents have gone on. They've hired a babysitter. So who do you hire when you need a babysitter? Some old man who tells your children stories, apparently. So this man is already told the kids this story, and they want him to tell it to them one last time because their parents will be home tomorrow, and by then it'll be too late to hear the story again. So the children are named Roop, Nara, and Flynn or Flim? Frim. Roop, Nara, and Frim. And Roop, Nara, and Frim, it doesn't really matter that that's their names, but those are the young children. So one of them, as the old man, Bedran Veb, begins his tale, one of the youngsters interrupts him. How dare he? Are you gonna tell the story yourself, young man? And then he's like, no, you tell it, So then Bedran Veb finishes, or is like, all right, now I will tell the story. And he begins it, now a long time ago. And that's where the story ends. This had nothing to do with the advent of hyperspace travel. But presumably this short fictional paragraph, the story that the old man is about to tell, is the story of the advent of hyperspace travel. He just never tells it in the story itself. The reason why this is called the advent of hyperspace travel is this small paragraph blurb of prose fiction is under an article that is called The Advent of Hyperspace Travel. This details the actual advent of hyperspace travel in an encyclopedic way to where it wouldn't categorize as a short story to be reviewed. But that explains the advent of hyperspace travel. The short story itself, that is under the advent of hyperspace travel, does not tell the story of the advent of hyperspace travel. Yet, presumably, the story that the old man is about to tell possibly would have been the story of the advent of hyperspace travel. Is this story essential? No. Should you read this? No. But if you want to read this and can't find it anywhere, and you're just dying to read The Advent of Hyperspace Travel by George R. Strayton, never fear, because my friend MARCEL Ryan does indeed have a reading of this tale. The exact link will be in the description, so go check it out. He reads it as an audio drama in the most beautiful inflection known to man, the most angelic narration voice ever heard on this planet, and he reads all of these Star Wars short stories in chronological order, including this one. It is no exception. He also reads this one. So if you want to check this story out for some reason, go over there and check it out. But what did I think of this story? If you couldn't tell from my mannerisms, I think this is a waste of a story. Is it cool that the writer, George R. Strayton, was like, you know what? I'll write a little bit of prose fiction in here. That's cool. That's cool that you wrote this short story. I just think that this short story is not very good and not worth your time. That being said, there's nothing per se bad about it. It leaves on a cliffhanger for this short, like 3 paragraphs, but, you know, it's fine. It's not good by any means. It's not bad, though. It's not inherently bad or ghastly. It's not terrible. It's not Dawn of the Jedi Into the Void. But at the same time, it's not good. That being said, I have to give this a 2 of 10 because there's just not enough substance here to warrant a higher rating. There's not enough here to give it a 1 or a 0 or a -1, because yes, I could dole out -1s, but is it good? It's hard to judge because it's just so short, but you know, it's not overly good. There's not enough substance here, but it's not bad. It doesn't do anything offensive. But that being said, it can't go higher than a 2 of 10. And that's where I've decided to place it. But what about you guys? What did you think of The Advent of Hyperspace Travel short story, which is not about the advent of hyperspace travel? Let me know in the comments.